Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Quenisha and this is not another DIY vlog. This week we're going to be planning for the week of March 30th through April 5th. And if you're interested in how this turns out, please stay tuned. Alright, so this week is my spring break. Yay, 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 yay. I can't say yay enough. Let me tell you, we have been... Hold on, I'm missing one thing. Okay, now I'm ready. We have been in our self-isolation for 2 weeks now. My spring break will make the third week, although I don't have to do any of the digital learning things, which I'm very proud of. I don't know what I'll be doing. Let's be honest, because I was keeping myself busy with the assignments that I had to put up and checking on the kids, and I did a lot of the stuff that I would normally do on my spring break the last 2 weeks, because those things that I was doing with the assignments and things don't take up that much time. So I am unsure what I'll be doing this week. I am going to set my planner up like I normally do with my to-do list and everything. And we'll just see how this week turns out, you know. We do still have school, class. We are still in our graduate program, so I will still be doing those things, but there's still not a lot of stuff, y'all. I guess I'll just take this time to relax and reflect and all that good stuff. So let's get started. I pulled most of these stickers from, oh my gosh, I can't remember the book and I don't have it out. Either way, I will put it in the description box below. But I pulled, it's a Happy Planner sticker book. And that's where I pulled most of my stickers from this week. And I'm going to have to cut them to fit the space that I want them to fit in. So I'm going to just put them all down at once. That one's got a little wrinkle in it, but who can tell? Who can tell? So let's see. I've been trying to come up with a list of things that you can do. I'm sorry, I'm clearing my throat. I sprayed some keyboard cleaner to clean my camera before we started this thing, which looks amazing, by the way. I will say that. But it is still lingering in the air, which means it's lingering in my throat. Okay, what am I doing? Okay. But what was I saying? I was trying to make a list of things you could do during quarantine to entertain yourself, you know, whatever the case may be. And most of my stuff ended up being like, clean this, clean that. And I like cleaning. Well, I like to have a clean space, but I don't want to clean the whole time. So there's some movies that I would like to watch. Some shows on Netflix. Of course, I'm still keeping up with my regular shows. You know, things like that. This is unusual times. If I I'm trying to get my supplies, which I wasn't ready. I'm sorry, y'all. These are unusual times, and if I had not lived through it, I would not believe half this stuff happened. I am hoping that this will be over soon, and we can, you know, go back to whatever normal we were at before. But we'll see. Okay. So I'm going to be cutting off the excess here. Trying not to cut through the paper. I originally had no plans for spring break. My sister is a teacher also. And this year we did not have the same spring break. So we actually didn't make plans because we weren't going to be able to go anywhere together. She made plans to go somewhere to visit a friend. And, you know, I am just not that adventurous. Let's be honest. I love to travel. If you know me, if you've been here long enough, you know I love to travel. I just don't like traveling by myself. And I know it's a habit I'm going to have to get out of because sometimes I don't have people who are willing to go with me or who have the time or the money or whatever the case may be. So I need to get over that and maybe travel somewhere small first by myself and then go from there. I have a coworker who she always goes places by herself and I commend her, but she's also older, so you know, I think right now, and I don't think it's that I wouldn't have a good time. I think it's more of the fact that I am in today's age, and I hate to say it that way, but in today's age, I'm small. And I know I could get kidnapped on these streets at home, but at least I know where I'm going. Kidnapped, abducted, I'm not a kid. At least I know where I'm going. And hopefully can get away. But in a foreign city where you don't know anybody, you don't know the streets, none of that stuff, like, it just puts me in a vulnerable position. And I'm not really a fan of that. So, and I am the first to admit that I cannot travel by myself yet. Can't say cannot. I haven't tried it actually. I've traveled by myself as far as I've went on some trips without family and friends that I knew, but I was with a group still. So I don't know if that makes a difference in your mind or not, but it, you know, there's that. So I got my boxes down and I was going to cover up my days of the week here, but I think I'm going to have to white it out. I just looked up at the camera in a panic because I thought I didn't cut the record button on. Oh, goodness. Anyways, so, you know, I don't know how I got on this topic of traveling. Oh, our spring break. So, yeah, I hope to plan a trip or two by myself. I wouldn't say near future, but eventually go somewhere. Maybe I'll just do like a staycation and get a hotel room downtown or something where I'm still close, but I can then go like see the sights and stuff like that first. Get comfortable with it. I'm also not a good direction person, like map reader or anything like that. So if I was out and about and I got lost, and you know, I think of all the scenarios. So this is story time apparently. If I was out and about and I got lost and my GPS on my phone was out or whatever the case may be, I can't read maps. Okay. So I would definitely be up the creek. You hear me? And let's see. I panic. This is all my truths here, people. I panic very quickly in unknown situations. Like, let me tell you a story. One time, I was parallel parking. Now, if anybody knows, I live in the South. And in the South, the chances of us parallel parking, to be honest, I haven't parallel parked in years. I said years, people. Okay? So, I was actually at my university, my college, when I was an undergrad. And I usually got to the school early enough to just get a regular parking spot. But for whatever reason, this day I showed up late. And the only parking spot that I could find within a decent distance to where I needed to go was a parallel parking spot. So I attempt to parallel park. And I am doing this, and I thought I had cut the wheel enough to get into the spot with no problem, okay? I didn't. Y'all, let me tell you, I freaked out. Because I was like, oh my gosh. It was like my car kind of got wedged in the spot. that I was in. So I was like wedged between the person's back bumper and the curb. You had to be there. You had to be there. But I was about to hit their car with my little hoopty. I love my little hoopty. And it was gonna be a whole scene because I don't know what I would have done. I was panicking, I'll tell you that. So this is an unknown situation. I'm completely at a loss. I was shaking. I just didn't know what to do. This is just me panicking. This is why I'm not good in situations by myself. So I am like, those letters are really big, but I'm gonna go with it because that's just what I want to do. I found some smaller letters, but I didn't have enough letters for exactly what I needed, so I had to back off of that. Anyway, so I am sitting in this car with the car like halfway in the street, halfway in this parallel parking spot, and I am shaking. And finally I said, you know, you had to give yourself this pep talk. And I was like, listen, get your shit together and focus. And I had to take several deep breaths. And then I got in the parking spot. But in a situation where you are in a foreign city and you are freaking, I can't be in the middle of the street trying to give myself no pep talk. Somebody gonna be like, snatch, and they're gonna be gone with me. So I'm just not good at, and I know my strengths and I know my weaknesses. I'm very good at planning these trips, even though I don't like really doing it. My family always has me plan the trips, which I don't mind, but then to me it just becomes a hassle and it doesn't become relaxing anymore to me. So, you know, I'm just really lazy. I think that's what it is. Let's just call a spade a spade. I am lazy. But anyways, so I will travel one time by myself. I say all that to say I really like how that turned out. So this is where I'm going to put my to-do list. And this week I'm going to be focused on my fabric stash, which I have plenty of fabric that I'm going to be trying to get into the quilts that I had intended for them to be in, or whatever project I intended for it to be. I'm going to be doing that this week. I also have these gold foil check it off stickers, which you can barely see. Is it going to focus on it? Probably not. I tried. But it says check it off, and it looks like this if you really want to know. There. Okay. So, yeah, this week I'm going to be doing that. I'm also going to be organizing stuff because I had intended to put up several videos of my craft space, like me redoing it. And when I say redoing it, I changed this setup. If you didn't notice, I don't have the cutting mat under me anymore. I moved it behind me, and to give you a visual, I'm sitting in front of a window, and I had my little draft table that I got from the thrift store for $5 sitting right here where we are, and it was the only like table space I had in my room, and it was always junky. And so when I went to go do these videos, I would have to clean everything off before I could do anything. So I decided to make like a desk designated for certain things. So this is my desk designated for workspace. So I do my planning here, and then behind me is the desk that the table designated for cutting fabric. So that is what I have going on. But I was gonna, I say all that to say, I was going to do a video, and the videos were related to me redoing the craft space, putting these tables up, all that good stuff. And yeah, I didn't do any of that. This YouTube sticker is for my regular Monday video, and it's red, I know, but I only picked it because it had that gold in it. And then we need to hit up the store sometime because we are running low on our reserves. You know, all the things that we need to live a life here, stuck in the house. And when I say all the things, I really just mean coffee. So I'm going to put this shop sticker down, and then below it I'll put some of the things that we need. Just the essential stuff. If we pick up more, that's fine, but the things that I know, if I leave here and I went specifically to the store for those things and I come back and I don't have them, I'm going to be very upset. So those are the things that we need. All right, so that is Monday. Tuesday, I am going to clean the bathroom and the kitchen just because nothing else to do. So I'll put that here. I'm just trying to space things out so that I'm not doing everything in one day and then the rest of the week just being a lazy bum. I'm also not the only one that cleans, so there's that. There are other people here with me who help with those duties. This is for my class on Tuesday. We do still have class. It is in the form of a Zoom meeting. So there is that. Oh, I got one more thing to put on Monday. And then I thought this was cute. So I'm going to put that down. We have no school. I think I'm going to put this at the top. Let me move this down a little bit. So move this here. I'm going to put this no school, as in I don't have to teach, right there. And then on Monday, I'm going to put this walking sticker. I need to get out of this house. So I'm going to put it down here as one of my to-do list things. And I've been getting out and sitting out in the driveway with my nephew a couple times a week. I ain't going to say it's been a lot, but it's been happening. So there's that. And then I'm going to put this stretch sticker down. And I don't want to put it on all these boxes because I'm not going to be doing it all those times. So how about this? I'm going to move the clean house. Okay, and I'm going to put it, the last two boxes here. Hey, there we go. And then I'm going to put this stretch here. So on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I have that I'm going to take a walk. And on Tuesdays and Thursdays, I have that I'm going to stretch, like yoga stretch, that kind of thing. So that's kind of cute. All right. And then also on Tuesday, I am going to, it won't take me long to do half the stuff. I'm going to be cleaning my inboxes. It's like a big thing that I need to do. So many emails for no reason. All right, so there's that. And then I need to put my Tuesday down here. So yeah, I'm going to be straightening up. I had, oh, look at me. I put the wrong date on there. This is, were y'all yelling at me? That's the 30th, not the 31st. I have to redo my bookshelves. I have the books just thrown on there. And I mean that literally, just thrown on there. So I need to fix those. Put them in some semblance of order. I have gotten rid of a terrible amount of books that I had for my master's degree that I know I'm not going to be using anymore. I kept the ones that I did need that were relevant. But I haven't referenced them in, I've been out of school for what, 5 years now? Has it been 5 years? That's crazy. It has been 5 years. I've been out of my master's program for 5 years now. And so I have referenced those books not one time. So in my world, I don't need them. So I'm going to be giving those to a used bookstore for credit. So that'll be on one of these days on my to-do list. And then I'm going to be doing the fabric, getting rid of all of that. And I don't want to say getting rid of, I'm just going to be using it for the projects that they were intended for initially. So, and then whatever excess I have, I'll figure something out with that. I do realize I have a lot of extra fabric that I thought I would, need for whatever reason. Scraps, like scraps. I do have an idea for the scraps, but it's like, man. All right, and then I'm going to be putting down a few things. Wednesday is April Fool's Day. Not that it matters, but I have the sticker and I have the space, so we're going to use it. And we're going to put it here. Oh, maybe if I can put it straight or straight-ish. All right, and then I put all the coffee, please, because I thought this sticker was cute. Just gonna stick that right there. Okay, and then we have our no school sticker, our walking sticker, okay, and then I have this flag here that I pulled because I want to work on my, should I put it this way or this way? I don't think it matters, but apparently it does if I'm making a big deal out of it. I'm going to be working on my letter of intent for a scholarship that I'm trying to apply for. So there's that. I'm spending a good bit of time Wednesday doing that because I want to turn it in. And then I have this meal prep sticker, but I don't know where I want to put it. So let's hold it for just a minute. Okay, so that is the first half of the week. I think it looks kind of good. All right. I have to watch it when I peel these stickers up because they're not going back down all the way. So the second half of the week, we are going to be doing a little more cleaning. You know, putting all my little stickers down for the days of the week. Other things, my sister is trying to put a pantry system up, and I'll probably get roped into helping her with that. There's just a lot of things. There's not much you can do. There's only so much cleaning. I've decluttered. Usually January is my declutter month, so I get rid of like one thing a day, so I end up getting rid of like 31 items, but really you get rid of more things than that because you are you know, you're so gung-ho about it that you just keep going and going and going kind of thing. So I've gotten rid of plenty of things, and I have consistently gotten rid of stuff because it's very nice to realize that you can get rid of it. You don't need it. You just let it go. Yeah, let it go. So that's a Tony Braxton song. Let it flow, or let it go. What is it? Now I gotta go listen to it. So I'll be having a little Tony Braxton session in a minute. So gonna do my little to-do list things. Anyways, I was saying, I'm so distracted. So we will be, so the letting go thing. So I do that all the time. So it's not like it's a big deal for me to do it now. But I don't have as much stuff to let go as you would think, because I've always been giving stuff away. I am going to figure out a spot. I have all these quilts that I have been making, and it's always been my intention to donate them to maybe a children's hospital or somebody who can, okay, so let me back up for a minute. Donate them to somebody who will donate them to a children's hospital, because they're not quilts. They're the quilt tops. I like to piece the fabric together, but I don't necessarily like to put the back with the front, if that makes any sense. If you're a quilter, you know what I'm talking about. So I don't like putting the back on there and then all the designs and stuff on the quilt. I don't do. Mostly because I don't have the resources to do it. Okay, so it's not saying that I can't do it. I just don't have resources to make that happen in my small space, and I live in a city really where I have access to things, but not those kind of things. Like there's not that many quilt shops around where I can go in and maybe rent the quilting machine or something like that, it'd be a nice idea, but it hasn't popped up yet. So when it does, I'll be there. But I'm pretty sure it's probably not that big in demand. So me wanting it means nothing, absolutely nothing. But anyways, so I don't have the means or the motivation to put the quilts together. I do love the piecing, like getting the fabric, matching the colors, finding a pattern, cutting the fabric, putting it all together, and seeing the finished product. I do also like to come up with my own quilt designs, which is fun. They're very simple designs, but you know, when you taught yourself how to sew, you go with what you know. Because I did teach myself with YouTube and Pinterest and trial and error. That's basically how I taught myself how to sew, how to quilt. Before I got a machine, I actually sewed by hand. So I sewed a whole 2, maybe 3 quilts by hand when I first started sewing. So there is that. It was a lot. It occupied my time though. So that was nice, and you know, something to do, I guess. I tried to teach myself crochet, but it was harder than I thought it would be for several reasons. One is I am a kinesthetic learner, so I do learn by doing things. However, somebody has to teach me initially what I'm doing. And I had tried to teach myself with a book, but I am left-handed. And no matter what I tried, because I can do several things with my right hand. I use scissors with my right hand. So it's not that I can't use my right hand to try to crochet. It's just not, you know, your memory is just not there for that. Let's be honest. Okay. It's not impossible. It's just that I couldn't do it. So I was like, okay, well then, if I can't do it, because the right-handed side of the book, I'm all over the place right now, but the right-handed side of the book had plenty of directions, you know, but my mind just wasn't in that framework. And I probably could try it now, because I see a lot of cute things with crochet, and it's a very portable hobby. Sewing is not, because now that I have a sewing machine, I probably would never go back to trying to sew by hand unless it's a small project. But either way, the directions was like 2 pages, y'all, compared to like 15 for right-handed people. And I could have found a book with better directions, and I was actually learning right when the boom of YouTube started, so it was before I started sewing. So it was a interesting time, because YouTube wasn't there yet to try to teach me, and I'm pretty sure if I could find some videos now for left-handed people for crochet. I just haven't tried. Let's be honest. But I could not wrap my head around it. I asked several people, because I used to work at a nursing home, and you know, a lot of the older people would would crochet, and I asked several people, and the best recommendation that I got was to sit in front of a mirror and do it. But I never even learned the basics, so it was very hard for me to try to do the crochet when I didn't have any basics. And now I'm probably not in that same mindset. Probably can sit down and do it with ease, no problem. I mean, when I say do it, I mean teach myself to do it. But back then, I just gave up and started something else. So I started sewing. It was easier. It was easier in my mind. Okay, so the camera cut out, but you didn't miss much. So I was here finishing Thursday up. I put down that we have no school. I put down that Thursday is the day I'm going to be trying to do some kind of stretch, yoga, whatever the case may be. My regular checklist here. I'm going to post my design plan with me video, and then I'm going to be finishing my letter of intent. I was saying before I realized that the camera was cut off that Wednesday I'm probably going to do the bulk of that letter of intent, and then Thursday proofread and be ready to submit it. The reason why I don't need more time is because I already have kind of like a rough draft of what I'm writing and how I'm writing it. I just need to put it down on paper or type it up, really. So there's Thursday. On Friday, we have no school. Also, I'm going to do a meal plan for the following week. I'm on spring break this week, so I have time for things this week to think of things and all of that. We usually actually go shopping the first of every month. I think we might be good this month because we went halfway through. Unless my sister really needs some things, I don't think we'll be going back to the store. But if we do, we will go back to the store because I need coffee and a few, like my nephew needs snacks and things like that. But I'm talking about like meal items. We won't need any meal items. We just need like fill-in things. So, but if we do need to go to the store to get meal items, I'm going to try to do a meal prep for the following week because we found ourselves waiting to almost the end of the day and like, what are we going to eat? When are we going to eat it? And I don't like that. So we'll meal prep. We'll think of some ideas. It's getting hot too. So we actually don't like to, I don't like to cook using the stove inside the house because it gets so hot. So there is that. And then I'm going to put this me time down, but I don't know if I want to put it on Friday or Saturday. Oh, also on Friday, I put down that I'm going to do my laundry. So let's put me time on Saturday. And then Sunday, I will be gearing up to start my digital learning again. So I'm going to put this sticker down that says get it done, which is kind of cute. All right, let's open this up and see how it looks. Let me shut this because I would be the one to hurt myself unintentionally. Okay, so this is how this week looks. It looks busier than when I have to go to work. But going to work takes up most of my day. So a lot of the things that I would like to do, I'm too tired to do or just don't feel like doing anyway. So here is what this week looks like. If you enjoyed this plan with me, please give it a thumbs up. If you would like to see more of these videos, please hit that subscribe button and the little bell notification so you don't miss any future videos. I do thank you guys for watching, and you guys have a wonderful week. Bye-bye.